What's up, guys? We got a doozy today. Modern dating woes, societal shifts, and why men are saying no thanks to today's relationships. Let's get into it.
Want your protection if that is contingent on you continuing to oppress us. You should never use protecting us as an excuse to further the patriarchy. We have declined your protection. We do not need it. We are not children. We have agency. We choose freedom. And if you think that women should be oppressed because they need your protection, you win the Darwin Awards. It is the foundation of the free Western world to choose freedom over safety. Give me liberty or give me... Anybody who chooses safety over freedom deserves neither. That's Ben Franklin. We choose freedom. Leave us alone.
So this lady doesn't want men's protections because it's oppression. Yeah, let's toss the concept of mutual benefit into the trash while quoting Ben Franklin out of context. Freedom doesn't mean you're free from consequences. The irony is Western women have the luxury to reject male protection because of the very system built by men. Bridges, roads, legal protection, male built. Nobody's forcing anyone to rely on men. This oppressive by default rhetoric is what drives men away. Men are saying, all right, you don't want our help? Cool, we're out. And then we get accused of abandoning women. It's like, pick your lane and stay in it, ladies.
Hey, little Bumble update. I was supposed to have a date tonight. We're supposed to meet here at a restaurant at 7:30. It was gonna be a first date. The guy pursued me, of course, and we've chatted probably for like 4 days. And like yesterday, he was like, "Hey, can I have your number? Let's talk off of here." And I was like, "Sure, let's do it." And so we did. And so he's texted me, like, being consistent. And he was like, "So when am I gonna be able to take your, pretty butt on a date?" And I was just like, "Well, I'm free like anytime in the evenings, like after 6. Like I work, and on the weekends after 6. I work on the weekends too." And so he was like, "Okay, well, I don't have any plans tonight. What about tonight? Is that too early?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "I don't have any plans either." And he's like, "Well, would you want to go, grab a drink, go to dinner? What would you want to do something?" And I was like, "Yeah, I would love that." I was like, "I'll be free. Like, we can meet somewhere. I can meet you at 7:30 somewhere." "Okay, where do you want to go?" "You just pick a restaurant and I'll meet you there." And he did. Love that. So he, we text like up until about 6:30. And so at like 6:40, I was like, "Hey," "it'll be 15 minutes and I'll be, leaving." It takes me about 15 to get there. Nothing. So I was like, "Okay, cool." So then I texted him at 7 when I was leaving. I was like, "Hey, I'm on my way." Nothing. So then I get to the restaurant and it's about 7:20 and I'm not early for anything. Like, we're supposed to meet at 7:30. I'm normally here right at 7:30, but I was early. And so I called him because I was like, well, maybe he's driving. I don't know how far it takes him. He just, whatever. Call him and no answer. So I looked, I was like, he hadn't blocked me because my texts are still going through. He hasn't blocked me on the app. So like, whatever. So it is now 7:52 and we're supposed to meet at 7:30 and I've heard nothing from him. So, this sucks. Like, why waste my time? Because I stopped working early so I could leave, get home, get ready. Like, you pursued me. Like, why? Why waste my fucking time? Like, that's what pisses me off about dating in this world is like, be a damn adult and like cancel. Like, or don't even pursue me. Like, don't waste my time. It's very frustrating. Just to be like I've wasted my time, wasted makeup, to come here, wasted gas, and then just for you to not show up when all you had to do was, not talk to me or just not ask me out. Like, what's the purpose of it? But here we are again, 4th time. Cool.
So welcome to a modern dating scene where makeup and entitlement trump effort and accountability. So let's get this straight. She's upset because a guy flaked on the first date and it's all his fault. Maybe he ghosted because he saw those red flags you're waving like you're landing airplanes. Or maybe he was talking to multiple people and the one that he really wanted to see became free and he just went off on a date with them. Wasted makeup and gas is your complaint. Not a single mention of the guy's perspective. Men are tired of being treated like walking ATM machines for women's entertainment. Plus, how about vetting a guy's intentions instead of jumping into a date after 4 days of texting? Men don't owe you a free meal or closure, especially if your attitude screams it's all about me. But I will give her 1 point. This goes for either men or women. If you're not going to go on a date, just say, no, I'm canceling, whatever. Just say something than just ghosting, because ghosting's fucking childish.
The reason why video games don't hit the same way as they used to is because they stopped making it epic. I know people don't really say that word anymore, but it's true. Games like Mass Effect, Dragon Age, Gears of War, Fable, it was you against the world, and sometimes you had some people with you, and it was all of you against everyone else. It takes you on a whole roller coaster of feelings, right? Victory, triumph, that's the same thing. War, sadness, despair, anything. Like, I want to be a hero, you know?
Gaming nostalgia. And she's actually onto something. Modern games lack the soul they used to have, and it's much just like a modern relationship. It's all microtransactions and surface level excitement. Men used to play games for the challenge and the purpose, much like they pursued relationships for connection and legacy. Now games are corporate cash grabs, and dating is an emotional gamble where men lose their assets, kids, or sanity. The hero's journey has been replaced by what's in it for me mentality in both games and relationships. Never thought I would have to use gaming as a relationship analogy, but here it is. It's the first for everything.
I have had multiple men in my adult life ask me the same question. Megan, you seem great. You seem awesome. How come you've never had a boyfriend? How am I supposed to answer that? Because yeah, I am great. I am awesome. But it's like when you go to a job interview and they're like, what experience do you have? And you're like, well, actually, this is going to be my first job, but like, I'm really prepared for it. I went to college. I got all the classes done. Like, I know exactly what this job needs from me. But they're like, but you've never had experience? You've never done this job before? And they don't hire you. That's how I currently feel. Because, again, multiple men in my adult life who I have talked to have asked me that question, and I say the same thing back, like, I don't know. Because I do feel like I'm prepared for this. I am not hiding anything from you guys. There's not some weird skeleton in my closet. No human skeletons. And I know, without a shadow of a doubt in my heart, that there's going to be some keyboard warrior who looks at me and he says, you know the reason. You know the reason. It's because you're fat. You know the reason. Honey, I know. I have a mirror. But a plentiful people find love. So shut it. Anyway. And with this whole Shoot My Shot series that I've been doing on TikTok, by the way, sorry there have been no updates, but really there have been no updates. Sorry. But a lot of you guys in my comments have been like, Megan, how are you single? Yeah, I don't know. And I know that this path is not an abnormal one for a lot of people. I know that there are a lot of people who are my age, older or younger, who have never had a boyfriend or a significant other. So I know that I'm not alone in this, but at what point am I not gonna be alone in this life? I don't know if I have a point to this video. I'm just upset. I'm just like, yeah, I am a catch. I know it. You know it. I just need one man. I just need one man to know it. Not just to know it, but like to follow through on it. Like, where's the follow through, people?
There are some men out there that do like big people, just saying. But she's upset because guys ask her why she's single. And I hate to break it to you, but if every interviewer asks the same question, maybe the issue isn't the question, but your answers. You're the common denominator here, lady. And comparing dating to job interviews, at least jobs require measurable skills and commitment. Relationships need that too, but modern dating says, just take me as I am, while ignoring red flags. Also, this deflecting with, I know I'm a catch, sounds more like you're convincing yourself than others. Pro tip for the no boyfriend crowd, introspection over TikTok rants might actually yield results.
In general, good men are steady and consistent and predictable. It's why as women we think you're boring. As women in general, we like chaos and drama and disruption of routine. That's what makes us feel alive and engaged in life, because we want to do what we want to do. Structure holds us accountable, and we don't want accountability. So we want to do what we want to do when we want to do it and thrive on that instability, because again, it makes us feel engaged and alive. Ergo, why we are attracted to bad boys, because they're chaotic and we think that's exciting and it adds drama and passion to our lives.
Now, this one's honest. Women love chaos. Drama's like oxygen to many of them, which is why stable, dependable men are labeled boring. And good men end up sidelined while bad boys get the spotlight. I mean, look, women choose the cycle but blame men when it backfires. And you can't chase instability and then cry about accountability. Guys, take note. If she's constantly seeking excitement, that's your cue to exit. Let her thrive in a chaos while you build a life of peace, purpose, and productivity.
I want to talk about the dating in New York, because it fucking sucks. Like, every single situationship and like thing that I've been in has gone so left, and I'm like, is it me? Like, what did I do? And I sit here and I reflect, and it's like, I give so much. Like, I hate it that I'm such like a lover girl, even though I don't really like look like it. Like, when I love so hard. And like, oh God. And it's like every situationship that I've been in, I'm like, and it just goes left. I'm like, what did I, is it me? Like, what did I do? And it's just like, I don't know. Like, I'm so over it. Like, I don't want to do the dating apps anymore. Like, I'm done with dating. Like, before I met you, I was at peace. And then I met you, and we hung out, and like, did the thing. And it was so good, and I was so happy, and I was so comfortable, and like, everything was great. And then it goes left, and it's like, you deserve, like, disturbed my peace, you know? Like, I'm just like so done. Every time I give it another try and I end up like really finding a connection with someone, something ends up happening. And I always think that like I'm the one who fucked it up. And I'm like, ugh. Like, I swear to God, the rate that this is going, I'm like, I just give up. Like, I totally give up. I throw, like, I'm done. I surrender. Like, I'm just going to accept the fact that I want to be alone for the rest of my life, because I'm never going to find my person, because every time I do, and every time I think I found someone, I didn't. And they end up just like, just like leaving. And I'm like, what happened? And I know this is like so cringe of me, because first of all, I hate crying, especially in front of people, because I don't want to show my weakness and vulnerability. But at the same time, I'm like, somebody else has to relate to this, because what the fuck, actually. So now I'm here, trying to enjoy the holiday with my family. My stepdad was nice enough to make me a super fucking stiff drink, so I can breathe for a second and just relax. But yeah, how's your Sunday?
Here we have the victim Olympics, and she's laminating connections gone wrong but ignores her role in this mess. And first off, situationships are the epitome of low effort relationship. While you accept the casual crumbs, don't expect the whole loaf. And second, they disturb my peace mantra as rich when women often push for these connections to begin with. If you're so done, stop playing the game. And here's the truth, she's not done. She'll repeat this cycle because accountability means looking in the mirror instead of crying on social media. I mean, what we've seen today is the modern dating is broken. From entitlement to chaos addiction, we've seen why men are stepping back. Family courts favor women. The feminist movement demonizes male contributions, and dating has evolved into transactional nightmare. Men are opting out because they hate women. They're tired of playing a rigged game. Solutions is focus on self-improvement, financial independence, and emotional resilience. And if you're seeking a partner, consider traditional cultures where respect and commitment still hold value. Modern Western society doesn't reward good men, so it's time to invest in yourself and your peace. And remember, guys, your value doesn't come from external validation, but from living a life of purpose. I saw in a comments, and I think the video posted yesterday asked me to do, I guess, a video on dating single dads. Honestly, I can't really do a video on it. What would wind up being a YouTube short, but I figure I'd kind of respond to it here and give a little bit of a clip. So dating a single dad video, it could be done, but there's very little content out there. Men crying on YouTube asking where all the good women are. And second, men crying on YouTube over a woman they've lost has either not been RP'd yet or they're simps. Now, dating a single father goes one of three ways. If he's got multiple baby mamas, never married, and so forth, red flag, steer clear. But this seems to be the most attractive option for many women. Sorry, but it is what it is. It's truth. Dating a single dad, depending on the child's age, his focus is going to be on the child rather than finding a relationship. He's not looking for a mother for his child. You know why? It's because of time. And if he is looking for a relationship, the child's old enough where 500% of his focus doesn't need to be on the child at all times. For that, I would usually suggest single parents find another single parent because you both understand what's involved with this. And lastly, a single dad can land a young childless woman much easier than a single mom landing a childless man. And it goes back to if he's not multiple baby mamas and all of that stuff. He was a good loving father in a marriage, long-term, or maybe just a long-term relationship, good ties with his kids still, stuff like that. That's far more attractive to a woman than it is going to be to a man. And why? Because we see all the videos that we see out here right now of all the crazy shit going on. Anyways, there would be your do a video on single dads right there. I mean, it would be worthless to do because it'd be like a whole 2 minutes. Well, guys, that's the end of the video here today. If you like what you've seen, hit that like button, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Drop me a comment down below on what you think, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.